It's very easy when you're in London to go for the big food markets, the most famous ones such as Borough Market, and then people forget easily about places such as the Maltby Street Market, which is a smaller market but kind of provides a little bit of a more cozy and kind of intimate type of experience. And the street food places are still amazing though. There is a lot of variety. Actually, there are some unique types of street food options which I want to explore today. And one of the first places that I was mostly looking forward to is this kind of small stall behind me. I think they serve all different kind of options in terms of duck meat, and they've got some cool stuff such as, you know, chips deep fried in duck fat and stuff. But I was very curious about the duck arancini, this kind of Sicilian bowl full of rice which is deep fried, and apparently they've got an arancini with duck inside, which is amazing, honestly. So
is this the sauce?
This is my special sauce, lemon and pepper.
Oh, can I have some?
I put a little bit on the side. It goes very well.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
okay, so we've got this beautiful arancini with the duck inside, and you can see like looks like it's a little bit cheesy inside. There's probably gonna be some mozzarella. There are some green stuff, which is, I reckon, peas, some kind of other greens. I kind of love how crispy this thing is outside. It looks very crumbly. Obviously, it's a deep fried bowl, and it's been served with kind of a black pepper, I think, garlic sauce, which looks very thick, almost like mayonnaise kind of thick, and a little bit of rocket salad and tomatoes on the side. I've got the half which is packed with duck meat, and I'm ready to feast on this arancini. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's very cheesy actually. I think there is some Parmesan cheese, like the saltiness of the Parmesan cheese and creamy inside, the freshness of the herbs. Yeah, I think there are peas, parsley, and duck meat is so kind of stringy and nice, but still kind of nice and soft. And I just love how this kind of crumbly coating has been done. It's not stodgy, but nice and crunchy. This is fantastic. Let me take another bite actually. This is amazing. I think you need to chase this with some rocket salad and some tomato, just to break the saltiness of the cheese with a little bit of tanginess from the tomato. I love the small cherry tomatoes, they're so sweet. I think for my next bite I want to kind of gently pour this thick mayonnaise kind of black pepper garlic sauce into the arancini, and I think I'm ready to bite into this thing. Oh my god, this is incredible. It tastes like a mayonnaise, but it's so herbal and fresh in your mouth. It's cold and poured on top of this kind of hot arancini. Just create a mix that's in your mouth. It's just like just so pleasant. Now I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Whenever people have mentioned to me Maltby Street Market, they invariably tell me of one specific street food stall, and it's the one behind me. It's called Pepia. They make South American arepas, and arepas is this kind of maize dough sandwich or tortilla, however you want to classify it. I think this is one of the most unique street food, not only in this market but in the whole of London. Like, look at this beauty, honestly. Essentially inside this kind of tortilla I've had a slice of halloumi, but you can swap that with meat if you want, and also sometimes you often got either avocado or some other kind of tropical fruit. I got plantain. Plantain is like this kind of starchy tropical fruit which is similar to a banana, but it's used in Asia and South America to make sweets and cakes. There is a special sauce which has been put all over the sandwich, essentially a mix of parsley, spicy kind of oil. I mean, I think this is gonna be a little bit of a mess, but I'm happy to, you know, dig in. I can immediately feel this beautiful texture of the halloumi, like solid texture but salty as well, and like this kind of parsley sauce. The parsley flavor is intense. There's garlic flavor, moderately spicy, not very spicy, but I haven't bitten yet into the plantain. I need to advance a little bit. Oh my god, this is incredible. This is unbelievable. The plantain inside give you this kind of sweetness contrast over the halloumi patty, which is insane. So creamy and a sweet kick, a natural, you know, that natural kind of fruit sweet kick. Incredible. This is like unbelievable food. I knew this was going to be a messy treat, but this parsley sauce is really something else. It's dripping down everywhere and kind of infuses the arepa like all over. But you can feel the difference between the arepa and a classic kind of dough. This is maize kind of dough. It's got a completely different bite. You can see there is an inferior layer which is thicker, slightly starchy almost, and a much more lighter and crispy superior kind of edge. Absolutely one of the best street food that I've probably ever had, actually. This is amazing. There is obviously space for British street food here at Maltby Street Market. These banger and mash boxes are pretty much impossible to ignore here at Bangers, a food stall roasting some delicious Cumberland sausages in a bed of soft mashed potatoes.
£9.50 please.
This was the first time I tried this British dish, and it certainly satisfied my cravings. The savoury flavours of the sausage and the creamy texture of the mashed potatoes come together to create a truly satisfying and delicious and warming meal. One of the unique things of this Maltby Street Markets is that there are also indoor kind of places where you can just sit and drink some wine. In this case I've got some sangria. This is like a Spanish tapas bar, like a very Spanish kind of atmosphere. It focuses specifically on jamon, which is a traditional kind of Spanish cured ham. This has got like minimum 4 to 5 years aging kind of period. This is what you also can do in the Maltby Street Market, like sitting down and be transported into Spain with typical ham and sangria. Yeah, this is the milder version, a little bit chewy, nice and salty, a little bit of a sweet kind of tinge. Let's try the other one. The other one is supposed to be a little bit stronger in flavor. And I think this also contains a little bit of fat. I like the ratio in this one much better. Oh yeah, this one has got more like a deeper kind of flavor. This one is very smoky and a higher ratio of fat. Oh my god, it's even better of some of the jamon that I had in Madrid actually. Perfect kind of snack to follow and chase with yet another glass of sangria. Kind of gives you a nice break from, you know, all the street food, so you can come in, get your wine fix and then just go out and keep doing what you do, eating street food. When you are in Maltby Street Market, it's very difficult to pass past this Ethiopian food stall. It looks incredible. There are basically like 2 giant pans full of meat. One is chicken and the other one is juicy, spicy beef, which is the one I went for. Essentially, I got this kind of bowl full of vegetables and beef meat, a big bowl of food, honestly. So I think I'm ready to give it a try. Obviously, on the top you've got all this kind of mushrooms and pepper mix, because you can choose different kind of toppings.
Red lentil, cabbage, butternut squash, green beans, chickpeas, mushroom and spinach.
Okay. Oh, that one, the cabbage and that one.
And mushroom?
Yes. I want to try and catch some of the beef and get some cabbage and some mushroom in one bite. And I was indeed successful, so let's give this thing a try. Oh, the beef is seriously spicy. They weren't joking, and I love the texture of the mushroom, like big chunks of mushroom, and the cabbage, steamed cabbage, but it kind of retains a little bit of crunchiness and kind of texture. I just love it.
Ma te mangi troppo, te figlio.
Sì,
Dove metto?
I think you can see on the bottom the typical Ethiopian flatbread, which is called injera, sour kind of fermented pancake. It's like very, very thin kind of flatbread. You want a dish, right? It's like a sour bread. Very sour actually. I love it. It like complements very well like the spicy beef, and overall this dish is incredible. There's a mix of texture and mix of flavors. There's the sour, there's the sweetness of the cabbage and the carrots, the mushrooms. Like all in all, like just an incredible dish. And what's holding all of this is this kind of spicy kick given by the beef, which has gone all over the vegetables even. And I can feel some kind of herbal kind of taste that permeates the whole dish. I think it's rosemary as well as curry powder kind of flavor. So aromatic. It's just a concoction of beautiful flavors. I reached at the bottom of the bowl. Again, the surprise for me has been this kind of Ethiopian bread. It's just so sour, complements so well the food. I am just in disbelief about this bread, really. I've discovered a new thing today. And I think that wraps up our food tour here in Maltby Street Market. I'm just gonna put the playlist here of the London food series for you to have a look whenever you've got time. Like, find some time in your